All right, y'all, this Big Rich. We're going to get it in today, man, on puremind. We're going to get it in. Well, I just want to let y'all understand that, the Supreme Court ruled. They've had a lot of bad decisions lately, but we've been knowing this for a couple years now that they were going to come to this. They telegraphed what they was going to do years before it even happened. So it's really nothing to be upset about. Minority people and people that's African, it's a two-party system. I don't know if you understand that, but it's two parties. So you have the country that's split in half, maybe 45, maybe 46, 46 Democrats, 45 are maybe 40% Republican. Then we have that middle, that 10% independent. Then we have, others, But the thing about it is that for us as a people, it's not going to matter to us because we're not even considered, a threat in America because we don't have the power. We ain't got no money. We're just basically relying off of Democrats. And Democrats is basically selling us a dream every 4 years. And I will agree that when Trump come in office, he's going to make things a whole lot worse. Bottom line, he said it. It ain't like Trump didn't lie about anything. It's not that I'm a Trump supporter, but, at the end of the day, the people need to get what they deserve, and what they've been asking for. And they want a dictator. Half of the country want a dictator. That's what they want. The Democrats is at fault because the Democrats had the opportunity to put someone, the primary Joe, because most of the Democrats that voted for Biden, we only did it because we didn't want Trump. So Biden was supposed to get out of the race and not even run for president for a second term. He was supposed to do his job, which he did. He got us back to where he's supposed to be. Good job, Joe. But he was supposed to get out and let one of those young Democrats that can actually continue the job, do the job. And we were supposed to get rid of Kamala Harris because nobody like her. She's a drain on the ticket. If she had any honor, she would just drop out and say, I'm not even running with Biden on the second term. If she had honor. And if Biden just got rid of the power in his mind, I don't know where he thinks that the American people actually want him to be president. Now, the American people, Republicans and Democrats and Independent, actually like Joe. They call him Sleepy Joe. You know what I mean? They know he did a good job, but they don't want him as president because he represents the old system. So the bottom line is that, the old system consists of the Clintons, the Bushes, the Obamas, they represent that old system. That's why you have all that chaos going over there in Palestine right now, because that's part of the old system. The old system is basically go to a country and start dropping bombs. We did Iraq. I tell people this all the time. Even Bush and Clintons, they're all connected with that Gaddafi stuff and what happened, in Iraq. Now, this is what I challenge you to do. If you get a little bit of time, go and Google American soldiers sitting on Iraqi gold and watch how many pages come up. Sometimes even with senators. They got Republican senators who was in the military then, who was sitting on top of the gold. Lots of gold. Probably about a couple $1 trillion worth of gold. Now that gold that we took from Iraq, we just didn't take the oil. We took the gold too. Go look. If you don't believe me, Google it. And you're going to see how much gold we took from Iraq. And the reason why we took it, because we knew they had gold. Okay? Now, can't nobody explain to me, where's the gold? Where is the gold? See? They took gold out of Syria too. It's a lot of gold that's been stolen. Gaddafi. Remember how Gaddafi had all that gold? Where's it at? See, these are the crimes that's being committed in American people's name. And nobody wants to talk about a Republican, then Democrat, don't matter what side you on. The business don't change. And the problem is that we're being hit with a bill, $30 trillion to the Federal Reserve, that's not even part of the government. The Federal Reserve is a public company. And we owe them $30 trillion. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? The people who got the money, we owe them money. So, because our American dollar is not worth anything. So, when you talk about putting Trump in office, well, Trump is going to make sure his family and he get paid. And he's going to make sure he get out of those charges that he committed. Okay, he's guilty. I mean, we all know he did all that shit, right? But America is showing you that there's 2, maybe even 3 sets of justices. One for Trump, one for everybody else. And he's showing you every single day that he told you that he's immune. They just gave him immunity for presidential acts. So his act was to basically storm the Capitol. That was a presidential act. He's immune from it, y'all. Nothing you could do. You knew the Supreme Court was going to do this. That's what happens when you put the wrong person in office. When you put the wrong person in office, he ended up getting 3 picks. 3 presidential picks. 3. And he told you when he did it what they were there for. Trump told you that. They got them from the Federalist list. They got these candidates from an organization that's pretty anti-American. And he told you what he was going to do. He got rid of women's rights. He got rid of voters' rights. He gave the president immunity. Because you know why they gave him immunity? Because they know that Joe Biden is not going to even use his immunity, because Joe Biden is always going to do the right thing. Joe Biden is going to follow the law. So they know that he ain't going to use it, but they know Trump is. That's why they gave it to him. And what does that mean? That means when Trump loads up 10 million people, like he said he was going to do this when he got in office. He said he was going to be dictator from day one. He said it. He's immune from all these decisions that he's getting ready to make. And y'all are too blind. Y'all thinking this, no. It's about power and to get Trump out of, I was saying, and for Trump to steal more money. You got to remember, he stole $1.8 billion, and he ended up getting his son-in-law $2 billion from the Saudis. So when you put a con man in office, you get what you deserve. So when this country falls, you can't blame nobody but yourself. And you're going to say, well, how's it going to fall? Well, let me explain something to you. When he get ready gutting all of us and doing all the wrong things to our minorities, all y'all people that's too broke to vote for Trump, he coming after you next. Because Trump don't like broke people. Okay? If you broke, and what I mean by broke is, if you're making under $500,000, even $500,000 is actually too broke. But if you're making $1 million a year, that's the type of people Trump likes. If you're making $50,000 or $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 or $400,000, you too broke to be voting Republican. Just to let you know, all y'all people are voting against your interests. Just because you got a nice house in the suburbs and some trucks and a nice car and got that flag on there and you got your little car and everything, that don't mean shit. You still too broke. Got a swim pool in the back, got a boat. Still too broke. Trump messes with wealthy people, man. The wealthy people, that's their candidate. Republicans and Democrats. Got to remember, Elon Musk was a Democrat, right? He started getting more money. He became a Republican. Trump was a Democrat for 25 long years. He started getting money. He switched his party to Republican. Why? Because they're easy to manipulate. And that's just the bottom line. And I don't know why y'all don't understand this, but it is what it is. All the people that's making decisions for you are rich. all minority people, you should be independent. You should already have an independent party because their country don't consist of you. When they make these policies, it doesn't have anything to do with you at all. And guess what? You can't even be homeless nowadays. They made that illegal. Picture that. Big Rich. Get at me. Pure Mind. On IG. IG Pure Mind. GV 300.